Episode 30 of ItsJusBrandon Podcast, take one. What's good, people? It's Just Brandon Podcast with episode 30. With this 30, this means I have talked at least 20 hours of nonsense. And if you've heard it all, you, my man, or my lady, deserve a round of freaking applause. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I apologize for this coming out late. It's Friday. Should have came out on Wednesday, but there was complications, so I apologize for that. All right. We are going to dive straight into this head first. First things first, though, I want to thank you guys. I hope you guys have been having a fantastic week. How's your Friday been so far? Has it been good? It hasn't? Why not? You should slap the crap out of that person next time. Then he won't do that to you. Damn right. Damn right. What am I doing? Currently, I'm in a transitional period of my life. It's very, very awkward for me. I mean, I don't know what to actually do, how to move on from this, but I'll just tell you guys, because you guys listen to me and you guys give me support, and you guys have been there since the beginning. But yeah, so what it is, okay. Just recently I found I had to throw away my favorite water bottle, and now I'm just torn up to pieces. It's like my favorite water bottle is gone. I don't have my 1 liter bottle anymore, and it wasn't Volvic. No, it wasn't Evian. No, it was one of those cool gray bottles that an energy drink comes in. Oh man, it was freaking amazing. It was down for the course. Like, it was down for the cause. Down for the cause for months and months, but I realized that it had this type of build-up stuff going around it from all the food I'd eaten, and I just thought, oh God, I'm putting you in my mouth, you disgusting son of a bitch. And the thing is, it just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I don't even feel safe drinking out this anymore. I don't know if I'm cultivating some type of new life. I don't want to find out, and I don't want my stomach to have to pay for it, so I threw it all away. Threw the water bottle away. I was making breakfast this morning. Different topic. Making breakfast this morning, and I ran out of brown bread. I had white bread. I had to go to the store and get it. I can categorically say, hand on my heart, white bread is disgusting. I've been eating brown bread for years. And brown bread for me is a good look. It tastes good. It's great with toast and jelly, and brown bread. Oh, you can sleep after that. But white bread is just... it just smells funny when you toast it. It smells like something's a lingering smell. I have to say, a chemical lingering smell to it. And it's just not nice. It's not nice. And it's not nice. So I made those sandwiches, ate them, came home. My stomach had to surprise him. He was like, hey, you ate white bread, didn't you? Yeah, stomach, I did. Paulie, he ate white bread. Make sure he gets diarrhea. Hit him hard. And boy, oh boy. I know you didn't want to know that, but you know it now, and you can never take the thought out of your mind. It was terrible, man. White bread, ugh. Not the way to go. But speaking of food, we're going to go on to the first news topic of the day, which is dropping a dress size. Now, there was a lady who dropped the dress size on a diet of full fat cheese, butter, and steak. Shock horror! You lose weight when you eat food. Duh! You know, it's funny, right? Because people really don't know about the human body, and the people that do use it to sort of like further their own ends in the sense of like using it to like get people to buy things they don't need, to invest their money in training courses, physical training courses that they may not actually benefit from. I apologize for yawning here. I don't mean to. It's been a long day. Been up since 5 freaking o'clock. But yeah, the human body needs energy to operate. Oh yeah, it's a lesson now. Now, the human body needs energy to operate, right? Now, people nowadays will not eat and not lose weight. And they'll be all confused. It's like, well, why would you lose weight if you don't eat? You do know the body needs weight for you to, survive? There is no one on the planet who's super, absolutely, ridiculously skinny, who's living it up. Like, what do I do? Those skinny people, they be living it up. They're like, oh, my bones do show. And anybody that be living it up, they say skinny is the way to do. No. If your body frame is naturally thin, you're locked up. You got the freaking lottery. You're thin. You're winning. You're killing it. You're on fire. Hopefully not literally. But if you were born thin naturally, that's freaking fantastic. If you were born a little thickish, or as I like to call shapes, I say shapes because you're reminiscent to a shape. If you were born shapes, And I don't mean shape as in hourglass. No, I mean you're round. I mean you are a circle. I mean you were born and you had a radius and a circumference. That is a problem. Then you work it down gradually and naturally. And I mean work. Some people like to starve themselves, and it's a damn shame because you'll starve yourself. You wouldn't run a car off 1/18 of gas a whole trip to freaking, I don't know, America, or you wouldn't drive all the way over to freaking from England. Like, you wouldn't drive from London to Wales on an 8th tank of gas. No, your car wouldn't keep going. It would die. Your body luckily doesn't do that. Your body goes through a bunch of different, your body like this. Hey, Frank, hey, we got some food. We got a little bit of food. All right, cool. Hold the majority of that food, because we don't know when this crazy bastard is gonna feed us again. All right, cool. 9 hours later. Hey, Frank, hey, we got some food? Nope. All right, cool. Eat on that waste that we got down there, because, we need something to eat. All right, cool. Then 9 hours again. Frank, hey, yo, we got some food. Hell no, we ain't got no food. Jesus Christ. All right, eat on the stomach. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. You need to eat on the stomach. Well, you just got to heat up the body, heat up the acids. I know it's not good for us, but this idiot doesn't give us any choice. He's not eating. Then you eat again. It's just like, all right, cool. Frank, he ate. Good. Don't burn any of that. Put it all to fat, because this friggin' idiot is not going to feed us again. Yeah, you saw what he did to the car. He tried to drive from freaking London to Wales on an 18 of gas. He ain't got no sense. And the body will retain that fat to survive. No matter what, your body would, like, let's say, for example, like, normally your body will take maybe 7% of the food you eat and turn it into fat. It turns out into energy, rest into waste. Bada bing, bada boom. Your body knows what's going on. But if you're not going to eat for a while, then the body's going to say, you know what? We need more than 7%. Yo, Frank A, get 20%. I said 20%, Frankie. I know what I said is because he's not feeding us. We need that food. And that's when you reach that point where you eat a donut, you gain 10 pounds. Why? Because your body's turning everything into fat because you don't want to freaking feed it. You idiot. And I say idiot, not to be mean. And I don't even say this to everyone. I believe that there's genuinely people out there who are completely unaware of how the body works. Even though we did science in school and stuff, we were never really informed how the body really, really, really works. And that's what the media does. They don't give you all the information. No, they give you a little bit, just enough so you have to get their help for more. Now, the harm of diets is like if you put a dog on a diet, and here's a general example. It's like you've been giving this dog 2 bowls of food for its whole life. Then one day you give it half a bowl of food. It's not even going to eat it. It's going to look at you like, where the hell is my food? And then when you just sit, and then when the dog puts 2 and 2 together, they're like, wait a minute. Master brought food, put in bowl, but there's only 1 can. He's not moving to get the other can. He's not moving to get the other can. And then next thing you know, your food. Oh yes, you can't. Animals don't play that ish. Humans are the only people that want to kill themselves for the sake of looking good or quote unquote feeling good. And the crazy power of the mind, if you convince yourself enough that being lightheaded, feeling woozy, vomiting food after dinner, if you convince yourself mentally that that's a good look, you best believe you're going to think that's a good look. Crazy. The media calls it unconventional. Like when you're like for example, when you're eating lots of food all the time, they call it unconventional. Why? Because that means you're becoming independent of them. When you become independent of the media has a problem with that because the media needs you to need them. If you felt good about yourself all the time, a lot of magazines will go out of business. Let me be real. Ladies, we know it's mostly for you. Not all, but it's mostly. If women on a whole became more loving of their bodies, generally, my God, those newspapers, they would change the covers so freaking quick, And the thing, most people think something's wrong with themselves. And the magazine's just sitting there like, hey, you don't like yourself, do you? Neither do we. Come and read about how much you suck. Yeah. And we, a faceless company that's never met you, don't know you, and only care about your money, will tell you how to live better. Yeah. Why would I read a magazine that's sole purpose is to tell me how much I suck? Why would I do that? Who reads, who in their right mind, and this is actually a really serious point here, If you're dating someone, or if you have a family member, or if you just know a genuine person and you go to the house and they got stacks and stacks of magazines on how to change themselves, how to eat right, how to live better, run away. Yes, even if you're family, run away. Because that person has no identity on themselves or how to make themselves better. They're looking at a magazine, and then the magazine fools them. Yeah, we're telling you how to make yourself better so you can do it for yourself. Well, if you wanted to do it for yourself, then you would feel better on the inside before you try to change the outside. What? So I don't like how my house looks. I'm going to retile the roof? No, I'm going to change my carpet. Fix the drapes, maybe have some new paint. I'm not gonna change my freaking rooftop because I don't like my interior. That doesn't make sense. You change the inside, then you work on the outside because everyone's gonna see the outside, yes, but the inside is what really counts because when you turn 80, 90, no matter how many squats you did, boo-boo, your booty's gonna drop. No matter how many push-ups you did, baby, your chest is going to drop. Fellas, I don't care how many sit-ups you did. Your abs will be a gut at 90. And that's if you make it to there. So all this crap you doing about body this and body that and starve yourself this and read magazine and tell yourself you suck that, I say more power to you to each your own. But quite frankly and quite personally, it's damn sad. It's damn sad. But what when I have my family, if I have kids, no magazines, girls ain't wearing no damn makeup. If any of your girlfriends wearing makeup, they ain't allowed in the house. And if you want to go to the house, you come back smelling like any type of perfume that is not right, God. It's on like the Godfather. On like the Godfather. Straight up and down. Next up. Teenager drops school deliberately getting pregnant so her baby will be her best friend. Where do I start with this? Why isn't this a crime? No, like seriously, why isn't this a crime? Like, she has no way to support the kid. She's clearly said she wants to have it for her best friend. If this was a Pokemon we were talking about, it would be bad. If this was like electronic, like the Tamagotchi, this would be unacceptable. You just want to get it so it can be your best friend? Selfish much? Crazy bitch? You selfish that much? I mean, the reason it's so messed up is because smoking weed will put you in jail, but this is perfectly legal. Smoking weed is something that relaxes you and gets you to see things you wouldn't see normally. This is having a child, bringing a life into the world for the sole purpose of it being your best friend. That's selfish. That's dangerous. And that is endangering the life of a child. Why does she have a womb? You know, I won't even lie to you. I'm starting to feel that every girl that's like 13 or 14 or 15, and every guy at 13 or 15, you should just get a snip. And then you should unplug at the time you realize you want to have kids. Because I'm not even saying this from the angle of the world's overpopulated. No, there are too many kids brought into the world by girls who have no business having kids, completely exiling the father out, giving that kid a half-hearted parental life, where their only reason that they have a mom and a mom only is because mama just thinks she can do it by herself. What the hell, man? Why isn't this a crime? She's in a newspaper, for God's sakes. Why are you promoting this? That's all you're doing. And the parents are like, oh, we think she's going to do a good job. Clearly you do. You are dumb enough to raise a girl to think that she can have a baby to be her best friend. You're invalid, parents. You're invalid. Why are you? Oh, God. There's stupid people in the world, really. Really. Now, if I had my kids, I wouldn't want my kids to hang out with this chick's kids because they'd come home messed up. They'd be like, Dad, where's the food at? Like, who the hell are you talking to? Dad, Jimmy talks to his mom like this. Well, Jimmy's mom is so young, they can both go to the damn club together. Don't bring that in my house. Backhand you, son. Literally, backhand you, son. Being you as my seed, you will backhand you. Don't talk to me like that. We ain't best friends. You came from me. I own you. We ain't friends. Understand that. Friends is someone that you meet in the street and you guys talk, you got common interests. My interest is I feed you and I love you, you know, on days of the week that end with Y. But I'm saying, you tripping right now, son. You tripping. I'm a backhand you. I'm a back. Told you. The parents are condoning this. Really. You know? I'm wondering if the guy involved in this knew her plan, Or did he just catch the tail end of it? Like, he doing this thing, he releases it on the inside, she's like, yeah, thanks. He's like, what the fuck? Thanks? You don't normally say that after intercourse. You don't normally say thanks. It's like, thanks is something you say after you exchange a gift. And next thing you know, he's kidnapped into fatherhood. Now, next up, 2 brothers drowned in the backyard. Now, this is a damn shame, because the loss of life is tragic no matter what. Now, 2 brothers drowned in the backyard. Now, this is where it gets weird. They were playing in their zipped-up tent that fell into the family pool. This just screams suspect! It screams suspect. How the hell do you fall into a pool in a zipped tent? And where are the parents? Like, okay, if the parents aren't around, fair dues, there's a babysitter, right? But let's if you got a pool plus kids, you need constant supervision, CCTV, electronic collars, a shallow pool of 4 feet, no more, no less. It's like, that's what you need, because kids have curiosity and imagination, and they haven't reached the point of adding physics and common sense to it yet. Like, kids will do something in their imagination, like, they'll do something in their imagination that hasn't been introduced to science. Like, they'll think, let's jump in the pool. Yeah. Like, but what about the water? That's okay. Let's zip it up. Now, this is where adult logic would say, stop. Wait, that won't work. That won't work, because if you actually, it's really stupid. Because the water's going to seep through the zipper. The zippers don't protect you from water. That doesn't work with it. Let's go jump in the pool. No, listen, common sense is talking now. You're not listening to common sense. Common sense is speaking. Don't jump in the... now they're dead. Now the water's filling the tent. And now they realize that they can't swim in a freaking tent. But, I mean, it sounds like foul play is involved. And I hope to God it's not, because that's absolutely really horrible, I mean... the family's gonna be torn up about this, and they're gonna beat themselves up because, the pool thing and the tent. But, if it's an accident, at least they can be at peace with the fact it's just an accident, and they have very crappy surveillance skills. But, like, they'll be at peace with that. Whereas if it's something more, then it just makes it a more screwed up situation. But this is why it scares me to have kids. I say scare, not because me personally, but, like, on the real. I'm going to be aware of my kids. I'm not going to, like, down them and make them think they can't do anything. I'm not going to tell them everything they do is wrong. I'm not going to make them feel stupid or unintelligent. But I'm going to put 2 plus 2, I'm going to put 2 plus 2 together for them sometimes. But look, you go in that pool in anything but, your flippers, you're going to die. No, I'm not even going to let them think they can get away without them. You need your flippers. Yes, if you go into the pool, that could backfire horribly. Like someone pushed them in the pool. No, I don't have my flippers. I'm going to die. That could really backfire on them. But we're having a low pool. Like, if I get a pool, it ain't for me anyway. It's for the damn kids. Let it be 4 feet. Yeah, 4 feet's a nice height. They can jump up, grab the wall, pull themselves out, hang on to it, and just scream for help. The options are endless with a 4-foot pool. But like an 8 and 9 and 13 foot, I'm just asking for trouble. Jesus, And even if I do have a pool that is of normal, length and width, like I have a pool that can be up to 14 feet, start to 3 feet, have a button all around that pool, or have a voice sensor where you hear, all the pool just runs all the water out of it and it just drops to the bottom. Yes, I am. You hear, and then all the water just drains out the pool, and then wherever the adult is, they get a text message on their phone. The alarm has been set. The pool is being drained, and it needs to drain. It needs to drain in 15 seconds or less. If it takes any longer, they're gonna be dead. Because between and then drown it and then drop it to the ground, then breathe it in the water, then your body realizes asphyxiation's happening. That's about 15 seconds. 15 seconds and bang, the whole thing's done. Then they'll come out the pool and you'll know what happened. Even if you don't get the text, even if the phone's there, because you'll come by and the pool's empty. Like, why in the hell is the pool empty? Oh, so-and-so almost drowned. Why the hell are you playing in the pool again? No more pool for you. None. No, I don't even care if people can use it and set it up by mistake. I would rather that than my kids freaking drown in the pool. That's what I want. The alarm. They need the alarm. I'm going to patent that. a voice-activated sensor that went is heard, or too much splashing in one little area is happening, the whole pool just drains down. Just drains. And then they just left there in the empty pool. Yep. Anyway, moving on. Patrick Stewart, Professor X, Jean-Luc Picard has got a younger wife. And when I say younger wife, I mean he's dipping in that shallow end of the pool, of the H pool. Now, thing is, it's funny, right? Because he's older than his father-in-law by 5 years. Yeah. Now, the thing is, in white families, that's something new, but in black families, you got little uncles running all over the place. Like, get your little Uncle Jamel now. Pick him up. Get Uncle Jamel and change his diapers. Go ahead and change them. You know your little Uncle Jamel needs your help. You know that. And then he be like, yeah, you my nephew, but I'm older than you. But I'm your uncle. Yeah, Granddad didn't pull in the whip. He sent it out there. There ain't no menopause for him. There's no menopause for a penis. Only men to play. Only men to play with a penis. Menopause? No. So the thing is, if you've got that libido, then I say, hell, get a younger wife. She can keep up with you. You know, when ladies get old, they get menopause and tired and complacent and stuff. And who in the hell wants that when you're older? I mean, you're getting close to death. Who wants to slow down? Or anything, you want to speed it up? On a Tuesday, wanna get old with the elderly, gonna tear it up. Ooh, on a Tuesday, gonna get buck wild. When you're elderly, when you're old, and your penis drops, get some Viagra, and they'll pick you up. If your old lady, she can't hang with you, get a 24-year-old. Yeah, she will do. If you're 79, get a 29, and you'll... Oh, that was going into a weird place. I had to stop it. But yeah, man, go freaking him. Like, sheesh. I can't imagine anyone really having a problem with that personally. I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot, no one would even bat an eye. But it's because it's Patrick Stewart. It's one of the big double standards that older guys cannot date younger girls, whereas older girls, they can date younger guys, but for some reason, it's like a shame or something. But the guy is the man. In both situations, if you're a younger guy dating an older girl, you are the man. Hands down, high five to you. If you are the man and you're older than the girl, then it's questionable. It's like, I don't know how I feel about this. It's weird. She's young. He's old. Maybe he couldn't fit anyone his old age. What the hell's going on? No, here's the answer. Men don't have the choice or the selection that women do. Yeah, women can always get a man, point blank. No arguing with this. Maybe not the man they want, but they can get a man. Men can't always get a woman. No. You've got a woman with no teeth, on crack, half blind that will turn down penis if she's not in the mood because she knows she can get it at any time. The struggle is real. But yeah, let's move on to the last couple points. Alright. There was this video on Snapchat. FYI, get at your boy on Snapchat. ItsJusBrandon. I know I had to put the two N's at the end because I lost my previous count. That's ItsJusBrandon. And if you got anything to say to your boy, get at me on the Twitter, hashtag IJBPC, or get at me on the email, IJBPC@outlook.com. Back to the podcast. Yeah, so Toddler and this lion cub were playing on the zoo, right? And everyone saw it and they're like, oh, they're playing. I saw it differently. The lion was pawing a glass like, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna eat you. And the kid, he was pawing a glass like, you can't eat me, you can't eat me, you can't eat me, you can't eat me. And you know that lion walked back to his he walked back to his lion like, man, it's weird. You know, I was so close to having a baby sandwich. But the air got in the damn way. The air got in the way. I was really close to eating this kid, and he was laughing at me. I was gonna munch that little dude. I think it's cool for kids to have experience of animals, just not ones that put them on the food chain. Like, I won't lie to you, if they ever released a Jurassic Park in real life, wherever that city is, if I'm living there, I'm moving from it. Because I believe dinosaurs will hunt man. If you can hunt me, we ain't got nothing to talk about. If I am on your food chain, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Do you think chickens want to speak to a person? Hell no. We eat you all the time. You see a chicken roaming free, you probably eating his cousin. Yes, once upon a time. Or maybe great or something. I don't want to talk to no animal that puts me in the food chain. Not a velociraptor, not a lion, not an anaconda. No, none of them, because they want to eat me. Why in the hell do I want to talk to that? Really? Ridiculous. It's like, hey, buddy. Hey, Mr. Lion. How are you doing? Hello, Midnight Snack. I'm good. You look delicious. Oh, that's cute you call me Midnight. Oh, there you go. That's it. Okay, I got to talk about this. This is silly. Meek Mill Drake beef. Now, what the hell is up with Meek Mill? Like, what's wrong with Meek Mill? Now, you talk smack about Drake. You've got Nicki. You've won. That is the chick he's outwardly said he would marry if given the opportunity. Why? Why do you have beef? You've won. The beef was about Drake having writers write his lyrics. So what? He's got writers. You've got Nicki. What is the point of this argument? That would be my reply to every question or issue in this scenario. Brandon, I don't like the way you cut my grass. So what, son? I got Nicki. Hey, Brandon, you cook my food too much, it's a little burnt. So what? I got Nicki. Hey, so I heard you date Nicki Minaj, Brandon. Really? You heard that? That's interesting. So what? Because I got Nicki. I do not care. The thing is, Drake got a track called Charged Up, which is a similar diss track, a couple twists and turns and stuff. Doesn't directly speak to Meek Mills, but you get the message roughly. Now, the funny thing is, if that wasn't enough, Drake released another track called Back to Back. This one was a little bit more direct, and it drove the point home quite easily and quite simply that he makes more money than Meek Mills, that Meek Mill is on his girls' tour, not his tour, just like how Drake's a boss and how this guy is and how everyone wants to try and, be mad at him because he got the Midas touch. Drake goes in, and it's a very good track. Back to back. I mean, it's better than the Charge Up if you ask me. But if being really, really real, if I was gonna be honest, if I was Meek Mill, my diss track would be simple. I would spit these lyrics. So what I got Nicki. So what I got Nicki. So what I got Nicki. I got Nicki. I got Nicki. So what I got Nicki. So what I got Nicki. I got Nicki. I got Nicki. You just mad cause I got Nicki. Shorty. Yo, you don't know how it is. It's your boy. I hear this dude. This dude try to talk about me. This dude try to talk about me? You don't know? I got N-I-C-K-I. Can't even spell. I got N-I-C-K-I. You heard me. N-I-C-K-I. I got that. N-I-C-K-I. I got that. You mad cause you mad cause you mad and you mad cause you mad you ain't her man. Oh, you mad and you mad cause you ain't her man. Boy, I got the Nicki. I got Nicki. You mad and you mad cause she ain't with you. Oh, that's all he has to do. And what's Drake gonna say? I should have realized that it's messed up no matter what I say. You going to have Nicki. Even when the sun goes down, you gonna have you Nicki. Oh gosh. Alright. Moving on, people. Alright, personal story real quick. Broke my damn bike brake. Yes, I broke my bike brake. It was a really messed up situation. I was riding my bike. I was braking in front of this idiot who wanted to brake last minute, and my right brake broke. It just snapped. I pulled it and it snapped. Luckily, I got the other brake, so, thank God nothing happened to me. But my right brake broke, and that was my front brake, luckily. If my back brake broke, I would just have to get it fixed. Because everyone knows you ride the bike, do-do-do-do. You hit the front brake, do-do-do-do. And then you fly like an eagle. If you see touching the brake, if it's right. That doesn't make sense. Try it again. If you hit the right brake, and it's the front brake, you're going to fly high in the sky, and you're going to go splat. Yeah, so that happened. But it's alright. I still got the other brake. If the other brake breaks, then boy, your boy's gonna be using that good old foot brake. Oh yeah, burn up the bottom of my shoes. Training. I am back into training hardcore. I'm gonna do some more early morning training. And any questions, comments about how to improve your body, fellas, check out the video I put up on my YouTube page about my boy Douche Boss. Talking about motivation in a really strong, solid way. And he goes from training set. And the boy got squats. The boy, he can squat low with weight on He can squat low. It's ridiculous. He is part-time Spider-Man. That's how low he can freaking squat. It is stupid. So check that out. It's on my page. Get at that. But yeah, I'm doing my training too because your boy needs to work on the upper body strength and the back strength for sure. And I'm reading I need to finish my book, Tipping Point. I started a while ago. I definitely need to finish Tipping Point because it's a very good book. And at the same time, I just need to read more. Yeah, and I said I need to read more because at the end of the day, I really don't have that much time to. I just need to generally read more because reading is very, very fundamental. A lot of messages in there. I got finished. I listened to the audio version of the 48 Rules of Power. Freaking amazing! Yeah, you definitely got to check that out. The 48 Rules of Power is also a very awesome book to read. And then after that, I'm gonna knock out my dummies for dummies books. I got Spanish for dummies, Japanese for dummies, and some internet books for dummies, and I've knocked those out too. So yeah, and I got my hair cut. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this haircut story before I bounce. Okay, this is gonna be how I'm gonna close it. Now, I wanted to go get my hair cut. Now, I went to go get my hair. I may have already told this, but I'll tell it again. I went to get it cut by this dude. Now, he's not the normal guy. He's the guy that when everyone else has customers, he's sitting on his chair, barber garb, there. His clipper's ready, playing a Nintendo DS because no one wants to get their hair cut by him. So I'm there. I'm desperate. I say, yo, you cut my hair? He was like, no. Sorry. No, that's not how I said. I went in there. He looked at me. He's like, you want trim? I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. My heart sunk a little bit. I thought, oh, jeez, not this. Okay, give him a chance, Brandon. Give him a chance. You gotta believe, Brandon. This guy just needs an opportunity. This guy just needs a chance. He needs to stop trying to cut hair. That's what he needs. He sits me on the chair. He said, what do you want? I said, a fade. He said, skin. I said, no, make the sides low, but not skin. And can you match the top? Because match it all going all the way through. Because I have a little bit of, recessions going on the top. So I said, can you match? He said, yeah, cool. So he's cutting the top, 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 cutting the top. And I'm getting scared, like, how much he gonna take off? So he stops cutting the top, and I'm feeling breeze already. I'm thinking, okay, thank God, at least he stopped. So he goes to the sides, he does the sides, he goes to the back, he does the back, he goes to the face, how do you want it? I told him, he absolutely butchered it. I looked like Negro Hitler. I looked like Negro Hitler. It was not a good look. I did not like it. So I told him to clean it all off because it doesn't go at the top. So he does the bottom, cleans it up. Then goes back to the top, take it off the top, take it off the top, take it off the top. Like, what the hell is he doing? So he goes to the side, looks at it. He said, how's the side? I said, nah, that's all right. He said, okay, cool. So he goes over the side again. I'm thinking, what the hell? I just said it was all right. Then he goes over the sides, looks at it, gives himself a little like a head nod, then goes back to the top, going to the top, he's taking off the top. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna see brain membrane when he's done. So he gets finished cutting my hair. He brushes me off. He sprays me, gets the little razor to like line me up completely. So I'm lined up, the shape up is there, the hair has been cut. He looks at me, he grabs some clippers, starts taking off the top. In my mind, I'm screaming, no! But I'm not gonna do that out loud because he's cutting my hair. He may fucking stab me or something. So yeah. Afterwards, I had this haircut that looked like I was Full Metal Jacket. I'm talking being all that I could be in the army. I mean, I looked like straight SAS. It was horrible. So then I had to get my hair cut yesterday, and I saw him, and I was like, yeah, so I'm not gonna. Thing is, it was funny because he knew I wasn't trying to get him to cut my hair. We both had this mutual understanding just by eye contact. So instead of, you want trim? He was like, you want Patrick? And I'm like, yes, I do. Thank you. Get the hell out of my way. And that's going to be my story, people. I've run over 30 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Love you guys majorly. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. And I apologize for getting the podcast out late. Any questions, comments, get at your boy at IJBPC@outlook.com. Get at me on Snapchat on ItsJusBrandon. That's ItsJusBrandon. People, it's been real.